I've been preaching for 40 years, and I've been teaching preaching for most of that time. And I have two convictions I'd like to share with you. The first conviction is that it is harder and yet more important to preach the Word of God in our society than it has been in centuries. Secondly, that every serious Christian could profit from a book on preaching like this. First, I believe that Christian preaching is both harder and yet more important in Western society than it has been in 1,000 years. Why? Because on the one hand, every generation is becoming more demanding of the abilities of communicators, and yet at the same time, every generation is finding Christianity more and more alien. Second, I believe that virtually all Christians can benefit from a book on preaching like this. Why? Because we don't, as a church, communicate the Word of God only through formal preaching to a gathered congregation. People have to be equipped to lead Bible studies, lead small groups. They have to be equipped to teach classes, to blog and write about the faith, about the Word of God. Also, at the individual level, you should be talking to both your friends who believe and your friends who don't believe about how the Word of God comes to bear on their hopes, their fears, and every aspect of their life. In this book, I try to write a manifesto for the task of communicating the Orthodox Christian faith to a culture which doesn't seem to be interested, but which desperately needs the gospel. So if you're a pastor or any serious Christian who wants to communicate the Word of God with conviction and with skill, I hope this book will be of help to you.